Good afternoon. I'm now going to call the Wednesday, December 10th, 2025 meeting of the Norfolk County Commission to order. Welcome, everyone. I'm now going to read the executive order on remote participation. On March 28, 2025, Governor Healy signed into law House Bill 62, an act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, which includes a 2-year extension of the option for public bodies to hold remote meetings by suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Sections 18 through 25. That action was effective immediately, extending the current option for remote meetings through June 30th, 2027. Thank you. I'm going to ask everyone to join me in saluting the flag.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call. Commissioner Stady?
I am here, remote. I am present.
Commissioner Collins?
Yes.
And the chairman is present. We have a full board today.
Richard, do we have your permission to use your stamp? Mr. Chairman, if necessary, you have my permission to use my stamp if needed. All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are we going to go right to executive session? Is that
Yep.
the best way to manage the calendar?
You want to make the motion, Joe?
Yes, because we have to,
All right. So there's two different motions. I'll put them all into one. So we're gonna make a motion to go into executive session pursuant. Sorry, guys.
Three.
wait,
Great, I didn't see that. That's three.
Before we do this, I should ask, do you have anything specific, or are you here for the whole?
I'm here for the supplemental request, and if I could, I know Kristen Savoy asked for a copy of the other department's request yesterday from
And that's number what?
Bill Buckley, so.
Okay.
You want to take that out of order, Joe?
That's number 13, and that will be.
It's kind of, I don't think it's lengthy, but it's certainly important, but I don't want to hold up. We're paying too much money for these high-priced doors. I can't think of it.
And not enough for me, no.
I didn't. But, okay. We're going to go into, that motion to go into executive session. We got to call a roll.
Yeah, gotta make the motions. So, Richard, you want to read them? Richard, do you want to read them? You want me to read them?
Oh, Peter, go ahead, Peter.
Okay. So there's three parts of this motion to go in executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 21, Subsection A, Subsection 1, to discuss the reputation, character, physical condition, or mental health, rather than professional competence of an individual, or discuss the discipline or dismissal of, or complaints or charges brought against a public officer, employee, staff member, or individual. That's part one. Part two, executive session motion pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 21, Subsection A, Subsection 2, and conduct strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel, or to conduct collective bargaining sessions or contract negotiations with non-union personnel. And the last one is to go in executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, Subsection 3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body and the chair so declares.
All right. I'll second each one of those. So, yeah, the motion is presented.
Well, I think we're going to take 3 votes since one member's remote today.
Okay.
Just to,
I think, we just need one, Joe.
just need 1 vote?
Yeah.
One
Okay.
motion. One motion. I
All
second.
right. On executive session, Commissioner Stady,
I vote yes.
made and seconded. Commissioner Collins?
Yes.
And Chairman Shea votes yes. We're going to go into executive session. We will be returning for the remainder of the. Thank you. We're back on the record, our regularly scheduled meeting of December 10th, 2025. We're back on item number 4, Commissioners. Minutes, the open session meeting of December 2nd,
December
I
3rd.
move,
December 3rd.
move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote.
Roll call? No.
Number 5, appointments. We have none. Number 6 is public comment. Each week we have a session marked on our agenda for public comment for anyone out in Zoom land, as well as anyone that come in. Is there anyone in Bloomland that has any public comment in today's meeting? Director Cronin, have you had anybody contacted
No.
you? Okay. Last call on public comment. No public comment. Thank you. Moving to old business, we have none. Number 7, old business, none. Number 8, personnel matters for consideration.
On behalf,
Florida Golf Course.
Okay.
1 and maintenance.
Mr. Chairman, they're all notice of resignation. I move it as one motion. I will move notice of resignation for Edward Devon, of Keith Cross, Edward Curley, and Michael, I believe it's Didi. These are all seasonal golf associates.
Indeed.
And basically, the rate stated and the date is all the same, 11/25/25. So moved.
Second.
Okay, and I'm going to name these people the last of the Mohegans. The golf course is closing today.
I was going to.
So you'll notice the last several weeks we were paring down all the part-time help. So motion made and seconded on 4 part-time helpers. I notice most of these people are repeat people this last several years. Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. It is a motion, 3-0.
We have an appointment for maintenance.
Maintenance carpenter,
Yeah.
Commissioner Stady.
Okay, pleased to make the motion to appoint Kevin Mason as carpenter at the rate stated, effective date of hire 12/15/25. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded on the appointment of a carpenter. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote. Next, payroll and expense warrants for approval.
Pete, you got it, not me.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Make a motion that we approve the warrants. The first is 26-23 payroll of the county in the amount of $144,015.60. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote.
The second is warrant 26-23, subsection 12, payroll of the school in the amount of $400,084.72. So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote. Next,
Third is warrant for 12/02/26, expense of the county in the amount of $406,654.74. So moved.
Second.
motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote. Next,
And last is 26-06, expense of the school in the amount of $149,750.52. So moved.
Second.
motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. It is a vote. That concludes the payroll and expense warrants. 10, August trial balance for acceptance. Commissioners, in your packet is the trial balance. And the figure, I believe, is $39,352,525.84. Did you check this, Sean?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions on,
I'll make the motion to approve that trial balance,
Accept.
to accept that trial balance.
Just check, was that 34,259? Did you say, Mr. Chairman?
I say 39,
Oh,
352, 52564.
Got it. Okay, yep, I'm fine. Yep, see ya.
Okay.
I concur. I'll second the motion by Mr. Collins, Commissioner Collins.
Motion made and seconded on accepting the August 31st trial balance. All in favor?
Aye.
It is accepted. Thank you. 3-1, 3-0.
Yep.
Moving right along here. Memorandum of Understanding between Norfolk County Commissioners and the Norfolk County Agricultural High School Board of Trustees regarding creation of a capital stabilization account. Director Cronin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Very briefly, Commissioners, earlier this year, you agreed to the concept of developing a capital fund with the agricultural high school in which,
This is
into
it.
which,
I have to take this.
Yeah, sir. into which the county's capital contribution towards Aggie projects would be deposited.
Hello.
This particular memorandum
Hello.
was submitted to the Board of Trustees at the Agricultural High School. Pleased to let you know, as you know, they approved it earlier this month. earlier last month, I should say. And now upon you is the option to enable the chairman to endorse the same memorandum of agreement or understanding so that we may fully embrace this new opportunity to guide the agricultural high school in the use of capital funds going forward. This is simply endorsing a previously discussed policy.
Okay,
Did you want to make the motion to allow the chair to sign?
yeah, that would be fine. Yep, why don't you move it and I'll second.
Okay, I'll make the motion to allow the chairman to sign the memorandum of understanding between the Norfolk County Commissioners and Norfolk County Agricultural High School Board of Trustees with regard to the creation of a capital stabilization plan.
I'll second that. Great idea.
I know.
All in favor? Aye.
Yes, aye.
Okay, so-
Roll call.
Yeah, we'll do a roll call on that, Richard. Yes?
I vote yes. Yes, sir.
I'll vote yes. We'll make a 2-0 for now because Joe stepped out of the room.
Okay, all
All
right.
right.
The next item is a report from the procurement department with regard to bid openings and contract awards. John?
We have nothing this week.
Okay. And then item 13, I know Joe's gonna want to be back to this. I see we just paused for a minute.
Feel like, sure.
Yeah, how about we wait 1 minute because Joe stepped out of the room. I know he's 13 is a here he comes. All right, we won't pause.
Can we have pause for 1 minute then? Oh, no, Joe's back. Okay.
Joe's back. Okay, Joe, we're on item 13.
Yeah, thank you. I'm sorry. I would normally not take that.
She needs your signature on that.
Fiscal year 25, second supplemental appropriation and transfer request. Director Cronin.
Fiscal year 26.
Fiscal year
20?
26.
Okay, 26.
Bill, would you be so kind as to pull up the spreadsheet on the second supplemental budget summary, please?
Mr. Chair, can we get a copy of what you're looking at?
After the discussion.
Sure.
Why wouldn't we do it during?
It's draft until I deliver it to the commissioners.
It's a public record.
It will be as soon as I deliver it to the commissioners. The other bill, this is my worksheet. Stand by. Okay, well, Bill's bringing, there we go. Thank you. So commissioners, entering this second supplemental, the county had $230,366 remaining in our supplemental balance. You may recall at the September meeting, the advisory board and you both agreed to park or position $300,000 towards a potential future stabilization account deposit, as well as another $100,000 towards additional OPEB contributions. That combined $400,000 has not been voted upon. It rests and will probably take upon a vote in April. So the note on the sheet shows that that money is earmarked, if you will, or destined for those destinations. This afternoon, I'm recommending a series of supplemental appropriations and transfers for your approval and obviously the advisory boards next week. If the figures that I'm advancing today were approved, it will leave the county with approximately $134,666 for the remainder of fiscal year 26 supplemental needs. This afternoon, I would like to advance the recommendation to fund $50,000 for the miscellaneous legal services account. That account, as you know, funds legal services for the county, as well as 2 earmarks for the treasurer and the register of deeds. In this case, the Register of Deeds has taken out another lawsuit against the county. And as a result, we are going to need additional legal services to defend ourselves against that lawsuit. We project $50,000 will be needed between now and June 30th. We'll revisit that number again in the spring once we see what the billables are looking like. Next, contractual services, regional services, that's $15,000. As you may know, we are waiting for the federal government to alert and notify us if they intend to fund the RSVP program in its new grant cycle. Over the last several months, our RSVP director, Lucille Cassis, has been trying to get a signal from Washington on whether or not the grant will be renewed. Unfortunately, no one can give us any assurance. So at this time, with Christopher Goldsmith's retirement earlier this year, we seek to bring in somebody on a temporary basis until the matter is resolved involving the grant disposition, which we should know something about come April of 2026. So this would give us a bridge of services between now and then. The registry of deeds, they apparently are shorted $200, excuse me, in longevity payments. I'm recommending an additional $20,000 for printing and binding and an additional $6,000 for stationery and office supplies to cover toner and ink costs. You'll note in that call out, I note what the registry had requested, including $80,000 initially for printing and binding, $25,000 for contractual services, $10,000 for stationery and office supplies, and $5,000 for miscellaneous supplies and materials. Below, and I'll get to this in a minute, I just want to alert you that one of the factors involving the printing and binding cost is that I am recommending to endorse the registrar's request to take the FY26 budget reduction from the salary line instead of printing and binding. We had taken it from printing and binding in September. The registry wants to swap that out. So this would move the obligation of funding back into printing and binding to the plus of $32,000. In addition to the $20,000, we believe that brings them in line with historical spending. Furthermore, on engineering, we're recommending $4,500 to close out the contract obligations for completing the Ralston Recreational Facility tennis court renovations. And the facility department, you'll notice they're in green on that page for a reason. These are two accounts that we're looking to fund from the Quincy District Court Capital Fund. And such, it would require a 2/3 vote of the advisory board to approve of that particular item. These two items come to us from facilities. The Brookline District Court is looking for carpet replacement, and Brentham District Court, they have another restroom repair that needs to be done. I think I mentioned it in a prior meeting, but one of the main waste lines has eroded, and our plumber is anxious to get going on tackling that project now. So all in all, the $95,700 is the total amount that would be recommended to come from the supplemental balance. As I mentioned, that would leave you with $134,666. The $26,800 cost that's in green would be drawn from the Quincy District Court Fund. So if you're inclined to support, that's basically how the cash would flow. Under the transfer requests, this is a couple of bundled items. The commissioners approved COLAs for non-unions earlier this year. And since then, departments have been drawing upon their base FY26 budget to pay that out. It's now time to move the salary reserve that is fortifying those accounts back in there. So this transfer would move, as you can see, across each county departmental level, the amount shown, all the way down to the engineering department. So it's $120,206.74. And then finally, I mentioned that the Registry of Deeds is looking to move the FY26 budget adjustment correction from printing and binding to salary. So effectively, we're giving a positive benefit to printing and binding at the expense of salaries, which he does have to cover. He does have the capacity to cover at this time. And next Wednesday night, when the advisory board meets, I intend to provide them a couple of observations. One, namely, is the FY27 looming retirement liability payment, which looks like another large increase for Norfolk County that will exceed $400,000. And I'll get into those details next week. And also just an alert that the Treasurer's Office has begun its operational review that had been funded by the county. Mr. Robert Fontana has started. He expects to complete his report and submit it to the Treasurer late January 2026. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Question, I have a question. The observations they had after extensive back and forth with retirement board, which we don't need to go back into right now, says the county's profile remains unique, given prior year decision on an early retirement package. What hospital?
Was the Mass Respiratory Hospital.
Right. Our profile is different from a lot of the other communities.
Because we're carrying the hospital people.
We're
Aren't
carrying,
we carrying the jail too?
that's a separate fund. That's the
Okay.
sheriff's retirement liability.
And each year, well, there's still people retired from the hospital. They got to get their pension.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
no question.
They're
All right.
They're living longer because they retired early.
That's all right.
basically what it
I
is.
can't do anything about that. Okay, I don't. Commissioners, any questions?
A couple if I could, through you.
Sure.
Sure.
Commissioner Stady.
A lot of numbers here. So Registry of Deeds requested for printing 80,000, right? Am I right? Can you hear me? Sorry. Oh,
Just 1 second. If you could repeat yourself, Commissioner, thank you.
all right. So Registry of Deeds requested 80. And by these numbers, they'll be getting, or we're allocating 30, 50,000, 52,000.
In the net, yes, that's correct.
We'll try to get the numbers right, that's all. Okay. And then Registry of Deeds was seeking 10,000 in supplies or something, and we're recommending, was it 6,000? Am I right?
Oh, that's correct.
Okay, all right. And what about the miscellaneous supplies? No, nothing on that?
No, sir.
Okay,
No, sir.
I'm not asking, I'm just checking. All right.
I understand.
So some things are acted on. RSVP, is that for the part-time person we're seeking to get?
It won't be an FTE commissioner, it'll be a contractor. We don't want to make an employment commitment until what the grant is doing.
Okay. Okay. All right. And then the lawsuit money, which is unfortunate, I think, but that's for funding for us, right? That's not for the that's for our money we're seeking for us.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, that's okay. All right, that's all I had at the moment. Okay, thank you, thank you.
We could want to pause for a minute, Richard, because Joe stepped up.
Okay,
All
I'll
right,
move.
I'll make a motion. We pause the meeting just for a few minutes till Joe comes back.
I apologize for taking this one. Okay, we're back.
Back.
Where were we? I'm sorry. I apologize for leaving, but I had.
That's my copy.
That's item 13.
I wanted you.
Richard had asked some questions, Commissioner, relative to the recommendations. Those are answered. So, any additional questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Okay. So we're looking up. Are you looking up Richard's questions now? Or?
No, Richard received his answers.
Oh, okay. All right. Any questions on the transfers in preparation for the second supplementary request for fiscal year 26? We going forward here?
Mhm.
Any other questions, commissioners? Okay, can we have a motion, please?
Peter,
A motion on that bottom line.
Sure. I'll make a motion to move forward with the fiscal year 26 second supplemental budget request. And we're moving. Do you want to walk through each column?
Inclusive of supplemental and transfer values totaling dollar value at your phone.
Okay, yeah. Transferring sums from several accounts into other accounts in the amount of $275,443.70.
Do we have a second on that?
wait, I'm trying to find that number. Where'd you get that number?
That's on the summary sheet that provides. Bill, could you pull it up, please?
Oh, I see it. Okay, different sheet. I was looking at a different sheet. Okay, yeah.
Stamp your stamp on it. There you go.
Second. I see.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It is a vote. Thank you. That concludes the fiscal 26 second supplementary appropriations. Did I skip over a report of the procurement department?
Nope, we're all set there.
Oh, is that there? Okay, thank you. Next item. Request from Stalwart Productions LLC to rent the Wollaston Recreation Facility for the purpose of producing a film called The Walking Dead on December 15th, 2025.
I didn't know we'd have a Walking Dead. Scene.
Director Cronin,
Thank you,
fill
Mr.
us in.
Chairman. The county has been contacted by a production company
Can't wait to see it.
this year to utilize the property of the Wallace Recreational Facility on December 15th, 2025. The request is for an extended period that day to begin on or about 3 a.m. in the morning and conclude at 9 p.m. that evening. The production is, as Chairman Shea indicated, an active show, if you will. And in this matter, they are filming off-site. There'll be no filming on Wallaston Recreational Facility property. They're simply using this to stage their equipment, costumes, refreshments, and equipment, vehicles that is on the property. And then they'll be shuttled off to locations that the production company will be shooting at. In this matter, because of the extended date and the impact on the facility, we proposed a license fee of $3,000 a day, which has been agreed to by the production company. There was one item I thought I'd let you know about. In this matter, the production company provides food to its staff on its own terms. They bring in their own catering company. And that was off-putting, obviously, to our View restaurant operator, Bill Fraser, who I spoke to. Bill engaged in a separate negotiation with the production company and has received a favorable settlement from them to pay him for not, using his services. So all sides seem to be satisfied with your agreement today. I'll get this over to the production company, who will also be required to provide us with a copy of an insurance certificate. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Any questions?
So do you need a vote to approve that?
Please.
I move approval of the agreement as presented.
Okay, second.
Okay. Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
It is a vote for The Walking Dead.
Wow.
Number 15.
I'm going to hold on that item. We had an agreement that Scott had prepared and agreed to, but we haven't received the edits back yet, so you may see that next week.
Okay, we have a matter on about a N-Star electric pole in Walpole, and it's not quite ready or
Correct.
prepared.
Next week, hopefully.
We'll put it on next week's agenda.
Mhm.
No objection. Thank you. Number 16. Discussion relative to date and time on December 17th, 24th, and 31st, 205. Final 3 meetings of the year. I spoke briefly last week and mentioned if you could look at your books, and I'm ready, I think, to make a suggestion that we meet in full meeting on the 17th at 2 p.m.
Yep.
Which would be after our luncheon.
Okay.
And open to everyone, etc. Will feed the troops, so to speak.
Yep.
Then we would not meet on the 24th, Christmas Eve. And hopefully meet on the 31st for any end of the year business. And I'd like to meet at 10 or 11 in the morning on the 31st.
Great.
Those are my 3 suggestions.
Great suggestion.
Bill's in progress for the first 2. So any questions you might have, you have to have them now, and then we'll let it be known. That's the end of our year calendar.
Well, you need a motion today, don't you? Because we're changing.
Well, yes, just to let everyone know. And we're meeting next week anyway.
All right, I'm fine with your proposals as, 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock next week,
2:30.
2:30.
No meeting on Christmas Eve.
Prior, a little holiday cheer prior to that. No meeting on the 24th.
Okay.
We don't, and then
11 a.m.
11 a.m. on the 31st for end of the year, anything that comes before us.
That's fine. Great.
You want to make that motion, Joe? Richard, sorry.
Yes, I'll make that motion that the County Commissioners of Norfolk meet on the following dates and times. On December 17th, the meeting time will be at 2 p.m. There'll be no meeting of the commission on December 24th, and on December 31st, the last Wednesday of the year, we shall meet at 11 a.m. in the morning. So moved.
2:30 on the 17th, Richard.
Oh, 2:30. I thought it was 2 o'clock.
Well, 2:30.
Okay, 2:30. Okay, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded relative to our next 3 meetings. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
Welcome.
Number 12, report of the county director.
Thank you. Just a few items, Commissioners. First, as Commissioner Shea indicated, today is the last day of golf at the Wallaston Recreational Facility for calendar year 25. A couple of months ago, you brought Carl and Sue in for a peek at how the year went. I have viewed some reports that were provided to me by the golf pro, And I think it's very safe to say the course experienced one of its more productive and profitable years in a long time. I'm really excited to see the final numbers because we'll be using those for projected revenue into FY27. But I would consider their past year to be very, 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 very good. As Commissioner Shea also indicated, next week will be the Commissioner's Holiday Party. To begin at 12 o'clock and go to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. There is a trustees meeting for the agricultural high school this evening, and it's 6 p.m. And then finally, I will bring in our new carpenter who you appointed earlier in this meeting, Kevin Mason. He starts, I think, as Commissioner Stady indicated on his motion, on December 15th on Monday. So I'll try to have him in for you to meet and greet, as Commissioner Shea usually likes to do with our new hires. I think you'll find him to be a very capable and engaging and enthusiastic new member of our staff. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, John. Any questions for the county director?
Sounds great.
Okay, moving right along. Any emergency items or topic that the chair did not reasonably anticipate would be discussed? I have none. If anyone else has anything, now's the time. Otherwise, we'll take a motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move we adjourn at 2:09.
Second.
Motion made and seconded that we adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you very much.
See you tonight.